is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive, and of course, Paid to Drive Vlogs, coming at you with another new video. Hope you're doing great out there. If you drive for apps like GrubHub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, or any of those others, you are in the right place to stay up to date with what's going on in the gig economy. So get started right now. It's free. Hit that red subscribe button down below, because I know you haven't yet. And turn on that little notification bell to the right, set it to all, so it always sends you a notification when I post something new, or hopefully. And of course, hit that like button down below. Just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And let's jump into the email, Triple Lindy Thornton Melon style. I like that. I like it. It's for my older viewers out there who respect Rodney Dangerfield, the man who didn't get no respect. Hey, you know, I don't get any respect. That's my Rodney Dangerfield impression. It's not that great, but let's jump into this. So, this comes from Jeffrey, another one from Jeffrey. So everyone say thank you to Jeffrey in the chat or the comments. So he goes, hey, Pete, you can use my name. So check this. I was switched from Sprint to T-Mobile, and ever since, my service is causing me to not get orders or not complete orders, etc. A frustrated call to T-Mobile, and their fix was to downgrade me to LTE 4 because they say their lower tier service is working but mid to high is spotty. This is unacceptable, and I asked them to compensate me to switch to Verizon because I can't work DoorDash with their service. They refused, but could only rebate me some of my loss of full service. It's going to cost me $300 out of pocket to switch on my own and change phones because this one is locked. Is anyone else having this problem, and can anyone give me advice? Thanks, Jeffrey. So, what do we think about this? Me, I've always had Verizon, okay? I have the iPhone XS, so it's like a couple years old, 2 or 3 years old at this point. When I'm out there, I myself have not noticed too many service interruptions. I mean, of course, you have to know your market. You'll know those dead zones. You know, I've had, I think, what was it, in 2018, I think, when I was doing ride-alongs, because people always ask, why don't you do ride-alongs? Because I find them to be dangerous. Especially I was doing live ride-alongs that were like 11 to 12 hours. It was a lot. Anyway, when I would do those ride-alongs, I had a new phone that I bought, a prepaid Boost Mobile phone. It was like a basic one, and it worked. It did the job. But because it was prepaid, what they started doing is they started throttling my service because I was just streaming all day. If you go back on my channel, you can find the videos from the ride-alongs. But I remember there would be some areas where Verizon, I had perfect service, but on Sprint, which was Boost Mobile, it would go out. So I would be like, oh man, and I would lose the service and everybody would leave. So I would imagine when you're doing DoorDash or any of these apps, it may be a similar situation. But with the LTE and all that stuff and 5G and all that, I don't know why you're necessarily having that issue. But again, I use an iPhone, so typically I usually have pretty good service for the most part. But again, I have Verizon. So everybody in the chat or the comments, if you could, just if we could get the participation of everyone here, what kind of phone are you using to make your deliveries? You know, roughly how old is it? And what kind of service provider, what carrier do you have? Like I said, I have Verizon, and eventually I turned off that other phone. That was the Sprint phone when I stopped doing the ride-alongs. I just had too many close calls with that, you know. So, yeah, Jeffrey, I hope you can get this, you know, situated here, because, you know, if you're not able to accept your deliveries and do your deliveries, it's going to cost you, it's going to hurt you in the pocket. Now, my other question, Jeffrey, is are you a full-timer or are you a part-time driver? And everybody in the chat or the comments, let me know, are you full-time? Are you part-time? And you're probably saying, Pete, you always ask these questions all the time, because you'd be surprised how many drivers go from part-time to full-time and then back to part-time. Or they go from part-time to full-time to quitting completely, you know, or some people go from full-time to part-time and get a W-2 job or another job. You know, there's lots of combinations being an independent contractor in the gig economy. So with that being said, if you guys ever want to send me anything, send me an email at paytodrivestories@gmail.com. In the description down below, it's also down there. So if you ever want to forward me an article, or if you have a story or a question, kind of like Jeffrey did, send me an email on there. But if you want a quicker response, you can actually message me on the Patreon app or on the website at patreon.com/paidtodrive. Go sign up today. Link is in the description or a pinned top comment. Send me a message. And also, just as a way of saying thank you, anyone who signs up on Patreon, I give you shout outs in all my new videos. I'm about to do that right now. So when you hear your name called, say, "Hey, Pete, I heard my name in the chat of the comments," and here we go. We got Samantha Michaels, Brian Pomeroy, Brian Medina, Heidi Barnes, Joe Valerio, Kurt Paul, Lee Peacock, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Laura Love, Agus, Tom Perry, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Honor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Joyce Hine, Brian Richardson, Kenny Bess, Jenny Thomas, and of course John Bonacci, Matt Epperson, Nick G, Stacy Miller, Terrence Pacheco, and you guessed it, Valerie Brown. So thank you to every single one of you who have signed up on Patreon. The link's down below. And of course, there's also another link that you guys should be definitely checking out, and that's the free gas app for any smartphone called Get Upside. All right, I talk about it in every video. If you haven't downloaded it, now's the day to do it. Link's in the bottom of the description. There's also a video explaining how it works right under that. But I'll tell you right now how it works. So you download it for free on your smartphone. You go to your gas station, pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description. Make sure to download it today. And of course, if you want one of these awesome Live to Drive, Drive to Live t-shirts, you can get one. This is actually one of my favorite designs that I have. You can get one at paidtodrivestore.com. That's right, everybody. Everything is on sale every day. I make like 50 cents a shirt, so it's not like I'm, gonna make tons of money. But yeah, paidtodrivestore.com for all your t-shirts, hoodies, and goodies, different colors, really comfortable clothes, different sizes. Check it out. Links down below or in the pinned top comment. And if you made it to the end of this video, just simply leave a comment in the chat or the comments down below saying END708. END708 just lets me know you made it to the end. Hit that free red subscribe button down below. Turn on the notification bell. Set it to all so you're always notified when I post something new. Hit that like button down below. It just lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And until next time, get that money, get that honey. Keep hustling, keep bustling. And I'll see you all next time right here on Paid to Drive. And of course, Paid to Drive vlogs. And as always, drive safe, be well, and we'll see you on the next one.